Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do a really quick Sagittarius energy check-in. So we're just going to check in on your current energy, and this is whenever you come across this video. There's no specific time, date, whatever. Just checking in on your energy, seeing what your guides want you to know, anything you need to be aware of, any messages that want to come through. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. If you're watching this on TikTok, just check my bio, the link to my Instagram. That will have all the information that you need. The readings are recorded. They range anywhere from 30 to 150. And the turnaround rate is usually within 24 hours, except on the weekend it could take up to 48. All right. Let's see. I'm getting the urge to get a message from a past loved one. So this might just be specific for one of you. There's something about lilies. I know that when somebody passes away, like there's usually like peace lilies, right? This might have been like a very recent passing. Within the last 3 months, you might still have lilies, a plant, lilies, or a plant from this person's passing, or representing this person's passing in your house. Or there might be something in your house connected to lilies that is for that person. But they're saying lilies very specifically, the peace lilies, the lilies that that you see at a funeral. There's also something that there's something odd that will happen to this plant or this picture of lilies on a pretty consistent basis. It seems to happen right around the same days of the week. That's them letting you know that they're there. And it's like it's almost like they're showing me that it like gets moved a little bit every now and then. They're also even showing me like sometimes it looks like there's like smoke or something coming from the plant or the picture. That's them letting you know that they're there. They also want you to understand what lilies represent. Lilies represent peace and harmony and truth. They are at peace, but they want you to be at peace by expressing your truth. And you expressing your truth is not something that is going to disturb their peace. In fact, it will help them find more peace. And they will keep making their presence known to you by moving this plant or this picture until you feel at peace. I'm getting the name Bob. I'm getting the name Margaret. I'm getting the name. I don't know why I'm hearing Bobby Sue. That doesn't even go together. So that's just a message for one of you. Okay, so is that it? The truth will set you free. It doesn't matter if it's going to, I don't know why they're saying this, it doesn't matter if it's going to imprison other people. You need to be free. Oh, that's heavy. Okay. Okay. Let me know if that resonates. All right, so let's get overall messages on Sagittarius energy. Anything your guides want you to be aware of. There's something that keeps cycling back around. There's a negative energy, the negative situation that keeps cycling itself back around. And the reason that it's doing this is because you've got a lot of emotions that have been kind of sitting and festering that you really need to fully bring these emotions to the surface. We think that we have to like always try to stay positive, and that when we feel sad or depressed or angry, that we need to do whatever we can to like hurry up and push through those emotions. But in all reality, giving ourselves permission to feel every single emotion without judgment, just giving yourself permission to feel it without trying to understand it or explain it, just feel it. That's how you heal and release those feelings. And so it's like you feel like you keep getting presented with the same rejection or the same negative situation over and over and over again. But it's because those feelings, those hurt feelings of being rejected over and over and over, of those hurt feelings are still sitting there, and you need to give yourself permission to feel them so you can release them. Because as long as you have like unhealed or unaddressed feelings, emotions, pain within you, you are always going to react on impulse. And you don't want to react on impulse. You don't want somebody to be able to trigger you. It's not enough to be able to understand your triggers and know, oh, this is triggering me, right? You have to be able to heal the feelings that are creating that trigger, because when you get triggered and you react, that's reacting out of impulse. And what that does is it keeps you on that same karmic path, because we will stay on the same karmic path until we understand the lesson, until we understand fully everything. And you will not understand fully until you give yourself permission to feel the feelings. Sagittarius is a naturally very, very creative sign. You are probably one of the most creative signs that there are, right? And so you will know if there's kind of heavy stuff that's kind of just sitting with you that you need to release, if you feel a lack of creativity. That is a sign to you that there's something festering in you that you need to release. You don't want your creativity to die. Yeah, your guides are saying like you might be giving value to the wrong thing. You might be assigning value to the wrong thing. And that's why whatever this negative situation is, or this feeling, continues to recycle itself into your experience, because you're not assigning value to the right thing. Whatever is showing up for you physically is showing you what you are placing the most value on in your life. authenticity. Oh, that was that was what the truth will set you free. I kind of feel like there might be like a truth about something that is just glaring you in the face. It's like something is like very obviously, like somebody is showing you exactly who they are. But it's almost like that goes against what you want it to be, and it's making you feel conflicted. It's like there's a truth that you're not wanting to accept for some reason, because you're still wanting to see it as this pretty, flashy thing. It's like there's a truth that is very, very obvious, but you're wanting to put the mask back over it because it's too uncomfortable, because it creates too much chaos. But it's meant for you to push past this. This is a fear. You're not wanting to see the truth in this or accept the truth in this because you're scared of what's next. You're scared of moving on. You're scared of the same thing repeating itself again. But you're being guided to, like, you don't need to fear this. I also feel like there might be like you've been truthful about something in the past. You've spoken your mind in the past, and it created a lot of tension. It created a lot of chaos, and so because of that, you're likely to kind of filter what you say, or put on a mask, or not show people that authentic version of you because last time you did it went all haywire. But your guides are saying, no, you need to push through that fear and speak your truth and accept the truth that is being shown to you. People are showing you exactly who they are. Don't try to put lipstick on a pig and make it look any better. The way that people are showing up for you, that's the truth. That's their truth. They might have hidden wounds. They might need to heal. They might have this hidden love, but it doesn't matter. What they're showing you and what you're accepting, like that's the truth. And if you try to make it any prettier, then you're just gonna keep yourself in the same cycle. All right, anything else your guides want you to know? How are you showing up in this energy right now? You're kind of stuck. You're uncertain about the next step. There's a cycle that needs to be closed out, though. 100%. There's a cycle that needs to be closed out, because the minute that you close out the cycle, you get everything that you want. So what is... You're seeing everything that you don't want, and you're still trying to squeeze love out of it. You're still hoping, like, you keep offering love to the same person. You keep hoping to get love from the same situation. What is that saying? You're trying to squeeze... What is that saying? Trying to squeeze something from a turnip. I don't know. But you're trying to get something out of... You're trying to get love out of something that has consistently not shown you love. That has insisted on finding everything wrong. You're looking to build a solid foundation. You're wanting to build a healthy relationship. You're wanting support. And you actually have connections around you that will offer that. But you keep putting energy and effort into somebody that's leaving you on red, somebody who is consistently not available, somebody that is treating you as an option. You have people around you that are willing to build healthy relationships with you, willing to support you, but you place the most value and effort into the people that are keeping you as an option. And that is something that needs to shift. All right. I hope that helps, because you can have whatever you want. And you might think that you want this person that keeps rejecting you, but it's that festering wound in you that needs to let those emotions come up and be released, so you can realize that's not what you don't want to be rejected. You don't. All right. I hope that helps. Have a wonderful week.